Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's K-E-S-H-W-A-N-I, Keshwani. I have been solving math problems for GMAT out of this book here, the GMAT Review, the official guide. I hope you have this book. If you do not own this book already, purchase one immediately. You will find it at mba.com. The problem that I'm about to solve is the one that you will find on page number 178. Problem solving, number 192. Let's take a look at it. Root 2 plus 1 times root 2 minus 1 times root 3 plus 1 times root 3 minus 1. That's what they're asking for. There are some basic things that you have to know, that you must know, even if you're going to tell me that it has been a while, it's been 10, 20, 30 years, that you have not done these things since your school days, when you were a schoolboy or a little schoolgirl there, 10, 20, 30 years ago. You still have to go back and relearn those things if you want to get a decent score in the GMAT, because you don't have a luxury of doing out everything in the exam. There simply isn't time here. This problem is a very simple problem if you know what's going on here, and if you don't know what's going on here, you're going to sit here and struggle with you, because you have to understand the point of the exam is not to do a lot of calculation. They're just trying to see that if you remember basic things from the math. The formula that you need to know here, and it is a formula that you have to know, which is simply called, the formula is called difference of two squares, and it goes something like this. You see, here is your, think of this quantity as A and think of this quantity as B. So what we have here is A plus B times A minus B. This is your A and this is your B. B equals 1, A equals root 2. So we have A plus B times A minus B. Do you remember what this equals to? Does it come back to you now? That's what you need here. So, and if you don't know, just do it out. A squared, A times negative B is going to be negative AB, and A times B is just AB, and then B times negative B is going to be negative B squared. And then positive AB and the negative AB, they drop out. And we end up with A squared minus B squared, and hence the difference of two squared. You see, this quantity is squared, A squared and B squared, and it's called, the formula is called difference of two squares, because that's what it is, the difference of two squares. That's what we need here. We're going to have to apply that formula here. And if you know that, it's very simple. So for the first part, our A is negative 2, root of 2, so it's A squared root 2 squared minus B squared, which is 1 squared. That takes care of up to here, which is why I left the room in between. And similarly, in this case, our A is root 3 and our B is 1. That's what it is. So we're going to do the same thing again one more time, and we're just going to multiply the whole thing. So this is this quantity. Now we're going to evaluate this quantity. So root 3 plus 1 times root 3 minus 1, again simply root 3 squared minus 1 squared. That's what this is. So what does this boil down to? The square of root 2 is just 2. So it's 2 minus 1. So this part plays no role at all as it turns out, because it's just 1. The answer is going to be determined by this quantity. The square of root 3 is just 3. And square of 1 is just 1, so it's just 3 minus 1, the answer is 2. That's all it is. The answer is 2. The answer is A. The answer is A. Now let me ask you this thing. Let's suppose that you do not remember this formula during the exam. Well, let's suppose you did not know this formula, the difference of two squares. What would you do then? The answer is very simple. If you don't remember the formula, just do it out. It only takes a few extra seconds. So now I'm going to redo the problem, but without the formula. I'm just going to pretend that I don't know the formula. I'm just going to redo it. I'm going to erase everything. Okay, here we go. This is what they want you to find out, so you're just going to find it out. So here we go. Okay, pay attention. Root 2 times root 2 is just 2. Root 2 times negative 1 is just negative root 2. And root 2 times positive 1 is positive root 2. And positive 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. So that takes care of this part. Now let's do this part. Root 3 times root 3 is just 3. Root 3 times negative 1 is negative root 3. Root 3 times positive 1 is positive root 3. And then positive 1 times negative 1 is just negative 1. And we just have to evaluate it, that's all. Let's see. Negative root 2 and positive root 2 drop out. 2 minus 1 is just 1. So this part, as I said before, plays no role. So it's just 1 times this quantity, which is negative root 3 and positive root 3 that drop out, and 3 minus 1 is 2. There you go, there is your answer. The answer is 2 times 1 or 2. The answer is the answer is A. That's all it is. So I'm gonna, again, one more time, I'm gonna write down the formula. As a matter of fact, there are three formulas that you have to know by heart to save time in the exam. I'm gonna write all three of them here. The very first one that you must know is A plus B whole squared, which is simply, and if you don't remember it, just do it out like this. A plus B times A plus B. Let me take a look at the camera, how much time I have before I go into this thing. Oh, I'm 7 minutes into it, so we'll see what happens. So just do it out. You don't have to memorize it if you don't want to. Just open it like this. A plus B whole squared. This is read as A plus B whole squared, which is simply A plus B times A plus B, which is A squared plus AB. B times A is another AB. And then B squared. So it's simply A squared plus 2AB plus B squared. So you have to know this formula. You also have to know this one. A minus B whole squared, which is same thing again. A plus B, A minus B whole squared, which is simply A minus B times A minus B. And when you do the same thing that I did a little while ago, you will see that it is A squared minus 2AB plus B squared. So this is the second formula that you have to know. This is the first one. And then the last formula that you have to know, which we would have applied here, you don't have to, as I said before, you can just do it out. It only takes a few extra seconds, but it's handy to know these things. The last one is A squared minus B squared, which is simply A plus B times A minus B. So here we have A plus B times A plus B, here we have A minus B times A minus B, and here we have A plus B times A minus B. All the combinations there. And that's simply A squared minus B squared, that's all. I hope you found it helpful. If you wish to buy my DVDs, where I show you the solutions to all the math problems in this book, or if you wish to hire me for personal private tutoring, in either case, go to my website at www.prep4GMAT.com and send me an email. Alright? Thank you.